Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Reese, a guitar and singing teacher, and today I'm going to be reacting to Eddie Vedder performing River Cross for One World Together at Home. Don't think I knew he played the organ.
I thought I'd cross that river.
5 seconds in and there's no mistaking who it is who's singing. There's obviously, over the years, it's been a very imitated style, hugely imitated style, that kind of 90s grunge male vocal, but there's just no denying that that is and can only be Eddie Vedder.
The other side, distant now.
So much emotion in that voice, so raw.
Turn and widen.
You see how much control he has there with playing around with tuning his vowels, so kind of keeping them closed when he wants that slightly darker tone and opening them up as he goes slightly higher in his range. He's a master of it, and it's something that I think really connects the emotion of what he's singing about to his performance. It sounds very natural, not contrived at all, and as I say, he's just a master of it.
The horizon now, fading out, drifting off in the undertow. Can't spot a figure on dry land. An afterthoughts of safety, when in truth none to be had, none to be had.
Two very different things there on how to, none to be had, just very breathy, and then he brings in, I love his falsetto, it sounds so kind of like it's wild and really untamed, but none to be had, none to be had. It's kind of just on the edge there of breaking into none to be had, just very, very subtly hinting at the falsetto. It's not quite full falsetto, it's more of a mix of his head and falsetto, but again, it's really idiosyncratic of his style of singing. No one quite has falsetto that sounds like Eddie Vedder. Just like that.
I used to tell time by my shadow, till the thunderclouds, they took the stage.
I really love his attack that he uses. So, till the thunder clouds. It's very heavy on his consonant sounds. So, till the thunder clouds, clouds. He really hits those very aggressively. I think it just gives his kind of punctuation, wonderful like flows where there's these little almost glottal stops and points where the melody is almost interrupted, so it becomes more percussive. Again, I think that's something that he does possibly better than anyone else, and does it kind of so naturally that it just becomes a kind of trait of his voice, and again, you know, makes it so recognizable.
These days will end as do the light's rays. Another read of the same page. Wide awake through this deepest night, still waiting on the sun.
He's got that wonderful bleating kind of goat swiggle vibrato as well. It's really breathy as well, but you know, kind of it's just another trademark of Eddie Vedder. And again, using a lot of these his sort of hums where he'll drop off at the end of a phrase. He'll often drop that just back into the nasal placement. So can't see him on dry land, and then throw in one of those bleating vibratos for kind of extra good measure.
As the hours seem to multiply, find a start a soldier on.
hear again how he's opening up those vowel sounds. As we fight with the end. He's opening up his mouth a little bit wider. As we fight. It's all very kind of, it's still forward placed, but very closed vowel sounds, you know, kind of sounds like he's chewing up that melody. As we fight. A lot of breath in there as well. As we fight against them. Just widening the mouth a little bit, allowing that kind of placement to open up a little bit as he goes higher in his range, or he wants maybe a little bit more attack, a little bit more impact on the note that he's rising to.
Future, feel the promise now.
Again, they're promised here and now.
And now won't hold us down.
Won't hold us down. It's kind of won't hold us down. Just a subtle widening there to encourage that distortion. It's sort of so free and easy when he does it. If he was too kind of closed off, you'd start to feel that kind of very a bit more kind of grating on the throat. Won't hold. There's too much pressure being held in the throat there. Won't hold us down. So that balance of slightly opening up the vowel sound.
Won't hold us down. Let it out, shout it out, give it out.
Again, just so raw. It's a performance in every sense of the word.
Hold us down.
There's those hums again.
Share the light, won't hold us down. Share the light, won't hold us down. Share the light, won't hold us down.
You can hear the sort of breath control that he's using there. Share the light, won't hold us down. Share the light, won't hold us down. Share the light, won't hold us down. Very percussive. Okay, so that was Eddie Vedder performing River Cross for Together at Home. If you're looking at kind of emulating some of the things that Eddie does, obviously there's only so far you can go with imitation, as you know, there's a reason why he's one of the greatest of all time, and certainly one of my favorite singers. But you can play around with tuning your vowels, as I mentioned before, where you keep them slightly more closed. Everything's still pretty forward placed, you know, throughout really, but we keep that kind of vowel sounds a little bit more clipped for that sort of darker tone, and then when we want to go a little bit harder or higher, we go a little bit wider for maybe the belting or kind of distortion effect that you might want to add in on some of the kind of higher parts on something like this. So when he's kind of share the light won't hold us down, it's all very close, it's just right here. Share the light won't hold us down. Share the light won't hold us down. And kind of share, just widening that vowel, my mouth shape, and widening the vowel sound a little bit, just opens it up. Again, still forward, but just opens that sound right up to have a kind of wider resonance. Again, another thing that is really idiosyncratic of his style of singing is this kind of these nasal hums that I'm sure if you've played around with the NG sound I've mentioned in previous videos, that's a huge thing that we use for placement, but he obviously uses it here as kind of like a stylistic trait, you know, that's become synonymous with him and, you know, a few other singers kind of the same genre, I guess. But yeah, great singer, one of the greatest of all time, and a really nice arrangement actually as well, really heartfelt. You know, Eddie Vedder is always perfectly in tune with the moment and like the gravity of the situation, so I think, you know, a performance like this is exactly tailored to the current situation that we find ourselves in. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos like this, as well as guitar and vocal tutorials, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like if you found it useful in any way, and leave a comment below to let me know what you thought of Eddie's performance or of any of the recent performances at the Together at Home. Until then, I'll see you next time.